comparison will kick your ass, especially this era with social media. You wake up, even if you think you have people who believe they don't compare themselves, they don't care what everybody doing. Sometimes I tell myself that. But you wake up, especially you might wake up and you already feeling like you're not doing enough. And you wake up, you open your apps, you see, we all understand that social media is people highlights. They don't show the bad, but you see somebody might be excelling in something you trying to do. They excelling a little more than you. And you think, damn, that should be me. Or why don't I go this hard? Oh, I need to go this hard. And it fucks you up. Comparison definitely the thief of joy. And I think humans, we just naturally do it. You gotta kind of train yourself to not do it, but it's hard in this world where everybody's life is in the open, and you get to see. You figure if you scroll Instagram, you see 20 lives, and out of the 20, you might think 10 of them is better than yours. You know what I mean? And it can crush somebody who's already going through a lot or already feeling like they're not doing enough. You know what I mean? I'll be honest, comparison, it gets to me sometimes, being a creator. First of all, being a creative it kicks your ass. I'm hard on myself. So being hard on myself on top of comparing to others or people who I may look at as higher than me, it's rough, but you gotta kind of fight against it. But it's hard. We naturally compare ourselves. I think every single person does it, whether they want to admit it or not. Some do more than others, but we all do it in some way. Looks, status, all kind of ways.
Some people also they use it as motivation.
Some people use it, yes. Some turn into, and I guess that's the best way to look at it. Instead of going, damn, why is this person, why they got more views than me? You should go, all right, if I just keep working, I'll get there. But sometimes it all depends on what side of the bed you wake on. Sometimes you wake up with that, that motivation. You got that pep in your step and you might get motivated, but sometimes you wake up and you down on yourself and comparing yourself, it just knocks you down more. So it's comparison is, especially think about kids these days. And I think about my daughter, just high school kids, how they look at social media and everything is just so beautiful and everybody doing good. It's rough for the kids. It hurts adults. A comparison break adults down. So just imagine kids.
What would you tell someone that look at comparison as that, like something to break you down?
You know what? You may just have to be around people that feed positive things into you. You know what I mean? Try not to be so hard on yourself. Try not to, it's like sometimes when you're creating, it's almost like you're trying to take over the world in one day, and like in one piece of art, you're trying to be the best ever with just that one thing you're doing. Like just build over time, and you'll get where you're trying to go. You won't do it in a day. You won't do it in a week. The people you compare yourself at, you don't know their backstory, the stresses they went through, the nights they cried in bed and nobody knew. Like people come to me like, yo, such and your podcast this, or you did this, how you do this? And I look at them like, bro, like, you don't know the nights I go through. Like, you don't know the sacrifices I had to make to be doing this type of stuff. It's like, I don't know. It all goes back to people, they only seeing your highlights. It should be an app where people just show their struggles. For real. They need to make an app just to show your struggles. Just so people can see, like, yo, you know what I mean?